Hey guys, I hope you're well. So, today I want to take a look at a few scams that have been used to target authors, indie authors specifically. Some of you might be aware of some of these. I'm just learning about a couple of them. And the first one is the one that really interests me because you guys know how much I love legislation, legal stuff, contracts, and it's the anthology scam, right? Now, this usually takes the form of an anthology, but it can be a contest as well, I guess, if they have plans to actually publish the work. And what they do is the scam is actually in your licensing agreement. Because even if you're giving a short story to an anthology, or if it's going to be in a contest and they plan to publish the work, again, either in an anthology or online or whatever, you have to sign a licensing agreement. And the language that they use steals your rights away from you completely. They will usually ask for the rights in perpetuity, which means forever. Or another way I've heard that they can do it is by sort of requesting the first right of refusal, which means any future work that you produce, you have to go through them first to see if they want it, to see if they want to sell it, to see if they want the rights, essentially, before you can approach anyone else. I mean, that is just a career killer right there. So yeah, that's one to look out for. Another one I heard of, and this one I thought was quite funny, the Hollywood scam. Authors will be approached by an agent or a scout, and usually this person will know a lot about the author and a lot about their work, but the reason behind that is because they actually use AI to scrape the data on the person they're targeting. And then they'll get in touch via DMs or email or whatever, and they'll say, we want to turn it into a screenplay, blah, blah, blah. And they tend to use quite urgent language as well, like the board of directors or the producers or whatever are meeting on Friday, we need to get this done as quickly as possible. But then, and this is the big red flag to look out for, what they'll do is they will ask for a little bit of payment up front, and that could be for your pitch deck, screenplay testing, maybe even a legal coverage report, things of that nature. And people have actually fell for this, right? Which I thought, that was the funny part, right? The book that you self-published and has sold maybe 100 copies, if you're lucky, and you think a Hollywood scout is coming. I mean, I know we all like because they will try and flatter you, but I mean, come on, just take a minute to think. I thought that one was quite amusing, and the fact that people had fell for it as well. That's not going to happen. You need to be like a bestseller. I mean, you need to even blow away the USA Today bestseller list. Like, yeah, you need to make big waves before something like that would happen. And typically, you would have to be through a traditional publisher. That's not always the case, obviously, but it just gives these scouts or producers a point of contact for you, right? They're not going to be rocking up to your TikTok book bitch 66 to fucking DM you and say, we want to fucking turn your... I mean, come on. That's just silly. And another one. This is the last one I'm going to talk about. It's the review scam. And I think this one is a sort of you deserve it kind of scam, because you know exactly what's going on. You're part of the scam. And it's the review scam. Essentially, there will be book clubs, or they'll be offering review swaps, like review circles, things like that. And for a little bit of a payment, once you publish your book, they can essentially swarm the book page and give it a whole bunch of 5-star reviews, which boosts your book, obviously. But you know that's what's happening, that's what you're paying for. The problem is, the way they usually do it is with bot farms. And these reviews will come in over maybe a 48-hour window. And Amazon's anti-manipulation software in the past few years has become very, very aggressive because of people doing this. And it can lead to your account getting banned and so on. You know, basically, you can't even start up another account either, by the way, because any details, like even payment details and things like that, that's going to be flagged. You're not going to be able to publish on Amazon again if you get caught. And there's a high likelihood you're going to get caught using these bot farms. But that's one of those ones where, yeah, they kind of deserve it. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to scam the readers. So, yeah, I would avoid that. It's a bit of an ethically grey area. In fact, no, it's not. It's not even ethically grey. I think it's just wrong. I think it's manipulation and, well, just lying, basically. So yeah, no. If you do that and your account gets banned and you can't publish anymore, well, you fucking deserve it. But I'm interested to know, what other scams are going on at the minute? Because these are the three that I found that seem to be the most popular. We've got the rights grab, which I find particularly interesting. We've got the Hollywood scam, which is just funny. And we've got review botting. But have you guys ever had any other scams, like people getting in touch with you through your email or DM, and it's just sent up red flags for you? Because it would be interesting to cover more, I think. I would like to talk about it more. Because it's like the Nigerian prince is fucking upgraded, man. You know what I mean? It used to be an email for a wee guy in a shack in Africa talking about millions if you just give him a little bit of money for the transfer. And yeah, no, there's just scams everywhere you look. So, if you're an author, or even if you're in the book industry at all in any sort of capacity, and you've come across something that you think was a scam, or if you know it was a scam, let me know in the comments, because I want to hear about it. I think it would be interesting to, talk about these things. Anyway, stay safe, guys. Speak to you again soon.